Welcome to my video on the voltage divider circuit. This is a circuit you're going to see occasionally if you get into electronics or in physics. It's commonly used to scale down voltages, provide like a reference voltage or feed signals into a low voltage device. So what it is, we've got a voltage here, just say it's like it could be a 12 volt reference signal, and you need 5 volts out to power a integrated circuit, for instance. And so what you do is you ratio these two resistors right here so that this total voltage drop across here to here is 12 volts, but you have 5 volts here. That's just an example. You can do it any kind of ratio that you want, but that's something you might commonly see to provide a reference voltage for, like I said, an integrated circuit. So what I want to do is kind of derive this equation that kind of explains how to do this. And we're going to use our Ohm's law again. I have a video on that. So one thing we know is the total resistance is equal to R1 plus R2. We know just R1 plus R2 is the total resistance. We've seen series resistors before. And now the current through the resistors is just going to be equal to current is equal to the applied voltage, we could call that the input voltage, divided by this total resistance. Now if we want to know this output voltage, that's what we're really looking for, is this output voltage right here. So V out is really just this current that we know times the resistance of R2, the second resistor, the bottom resistor. So if we put in I, so let's substitute in the value of I here that we just figured up. And so what we get is V over R total, which is R1 plus R2, times R2. And we'll call that the input voltage. So there is our equation that tells us the output voltage is just equal to the input voltage ratioed by the R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So that's how we could calculate this voltage in a voltage divider circuit. Next, I want to look at an example. So in this example here, we have got the input voltage is 12 volts. This first resistor is 8 k ohms. The second resistor is 4 k ohms. So we want to know this V out right here. What is the voltage across the second R2 resistor? So we know that V out is equal to V in times R2 over R1 plus R2. We just derived that, so we know that. Now V out, so our 12 volts is our 12 volts, that's our input voltage. R2 is 4 k ohms. R1 is 8 k ohms. R2 again is 4 k ohms. So the 1,000 ohms all cancel out. So what we're left with is V out is equal to 12 times 4 over 12. So now the 12s are just going to cancel. So that's equal to 4 volts. So what we're going to have is we're going to have 4 volts right here relative to the ground from this 12 volt input source. So that's a voltage divider, and the ratio is determined by the two resistors. Well, I hope you got something out of this, learned a little bit about a voltage divider circuit. And if you did, like and subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching.